All right, so as soon as everyone can hear us and lets us know in the chat box, then we'll get started. All right. All right. So let me see here. If you guys can hear us, let us know in the chat box so that way we can start. Okay. All right. So Sam and Nathan confirmed that they can hear us. All right, guys. Welcome to our channel, guys. This is another channel update. My name is Tai Zen with the cryptocurrency market channel here. And with me today, I have a very special guest. His name is, we'll call him Chuck G. He is broadcasting from the great sunny and beautiful city of Tampa, which is located in the state of Florida, which is the southeasternmost state in the United States of America. So say hello, Chuck, to everyone.
How you doing, Ty? How you doing, everybody?
All right. So the reason why I have Chuck on today, guys, is he is going to be broadcasting on our channel here on a weekly basis moving forward. And he's going to be broadcasting and focusing specifically on Ethereum hard fork and Ethereum Classic and all the projects related to Ethereum. And we're hoping that Chuck can do it in, he'll be able to do it in English. And we're hoping that because of his Venezuelan and Cuban background, that he'll be able to do it in Spanish as well. Some of you guys know that I can do the videos in Spanish, but it's probably not, you know, the best. So we're hoping that we can reach out to the Hispanic community as well. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to Chuck so that you guys can kind of get a feel for his background and how he got into cryptocurrencies. You know, can you tell everyone how you first heard about Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, Chuck?
Yeah, absolutely. I first got into Bitcoin in 2013 when, you know, I've always been into prediction markets. And for those of you that have been into prediction markets before, you probably heard about trade sports and InTrade. And there was one that was called, I believe, Bets of Bitcoin back in 2013. And I was, you know, I always liked getting onto the new prediction market. And the only way you could get on that one was to buy Bitcoin. And I bought Bitcoin, my first one, at $180. And unfortunately, the site went defunct or ran away with the Bitcoins. So I lost my first one, but luckily it was only $180 at the time. So I didn't really think too much of it. And then only till last year did I get back into it. So I missed the whole Mt. Gox bubble. I missed all the drama in between that. I really didn't get into the community at all in between. But ever since last summer, I've been, you know, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have been a passion of mine, including Ethereum. You know, I was really intrigued by Ethereum at the time last summer. I got in right before the DAO blew up. I bought some Ethereum. I did not like how the Ethereum community took the decision to hard fork because of the DAO, and so now I'm strictly into Ethereum Classic, but I do follow both communities. I do follow the ICOs for both, what development's going on for both Ethereums. Strictly speaking, I am doing the marketing for Ethereum Classic. I manage the Twitter account for Ethereum Classic. ETH_classic at Twitter. And we've got 33,000 followers at the moment. We've got a huge followership. I try to keep it light. I try to keep it funny. You know, I try to keep it relevant. And I think that's why the Twitter account's been successful, because I don't just, you know, post a link and, you know, repeat the title. You know, I try to put a human side to the face behind the account and make it interesting. And that's what I think I'm going to try to do with this channel, with this show. You know, try to keep Ethereum interesting and break it down for new people, investors, traders, users, and try to translate that information from developers to the users and investors.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why you know, I invited you to come on to this cryptocurrency market channel. Is that one of the things that we're known for on our channel is, you know, making things simple so that other people can understand it. So, you know, it's hard for people to invest in something if they cannot understand it. So that was one of the reasons why, you know, when we were talking in the past, I know that you had joined us in past broadcasts to talk about Ethereum Classic and other stuff on our channel before, and I've, you know, been reaching out to you since then. And so now that you finally have the time to broadcast on our channel, I'm really looking forward to that. You know, so when you mentioned earlier that you were in the prediction markets before, and you have experience in that. Now, for the people that don't understand what a prediction market is that like trading, or what is that? You know,
It's
so that the
very
audience.
similar. Yeah, it's very similar to trading, except instead of trading a currency or a stock, you're trading like options on a future event. And it can be very simple. Like, for example, who's going to be president of the United States 2016? You can have Trump or Hillary. And the current big prediction market is called predictit.com or predictit.org, and it goes by percentage. And let's say you think Trump has let's say the market is saying that Trump has a 50% chance of winning. Then he would be trading at 50 cents. And if Trump won, you would win $1. So you would win another 50 cents. And let's say the market is saying Trump has a 75% chance of winning. And this is just an example. Then you would be paying 75 cents to win 25 cents. And so it's very, you know, and that's one example of a prediction market, but that's the most famous example of it working. And that's what I would do. I would trade politics mostly. When I first got into prediction markets, I did also bet on movie futures on box office, which is extremely difficult, but I did have an economic model at the time to do that. And it was a little successful. I can't say it was too successful. Predicting movie box office futures is extremely difficult and very challenging. But it was an enjoyable challenge, and that was the most common prediction market that you could trade on a weekly basis, because, you know, presidential elections don't come around too often. And but, you know, I had some. I always tried to look for the long shot that everyone underestimated, and that you could get like 10 to 1 on your money. And
Okay.
you know, for example, my most one of the predictions I was most content with was Senator. It was a Republican senator for Massachusetts. You know, no one expected this Republican to win, you know, the Senate seat in Massachusetts. But, you know, lo and behold, here comes a poll out for the election, and he's, you know, he's down only 6 or 7 points, up really, really quickly. So now he's got all this momentum, and you could still buy him at 10 cents to win 90 cents. You know, so you do a little research, you do a little research, you put in a little money, you know, you have some bankroll management. And so a lot of the same terms and same lot of risks that apply to cryptocurrency trading also apply to prediction markets. And I'm going to try and bring some of that to this show with cryptocurrencies. Okay.
And then you know, of all the cryptocurrency projects that you got involved in, Chuck, what made you decide to lean more towards the Ethereum blockchain projects? I mean, even before they split up, right? what prevented, you know, because I've noticed that there's two types of or there's two paths that people take when they get into cryptocurrencies. One path is that they'll go in and they just stick with Bitcoin and they become like a Bitcoin maximalist, you know, and they just, Bitcoin maximalist is someone that's a diehard fan of Bitcoin and no other cryptocurrency. And so what kept you from becoming a Bitcoin maximalist and decide to look at other blockchain technologies and projects outside of Bitcoin?
Well, I mean, I think profit seeking. You know, when you see that Bitcoin comes along and it starts at 7 cents and then becomes, you know, by the summer of 2016 was at 450. You want to see if you can't find that other cryptocurrency that can do that, right? You want to see if you can't find some profit, some hidden gold in another cryptocurrency. And the second biggest one at the time was Ethereum. So I looked into Ethereum. I'm like, let's see what this has got going for it. It was trading at $9 to $11 at the time, which is, you know, very small compared to Bitcoin. So you want to see if it has the potential to maybe become a competitor with Bitcoin, because as an economist, you know, if you know your history, you know that monopolies tend to devolve over time. You know, there's always competition, and you know, in the space of free money, because I'm a libertarian, I believe in competition of currencies and things of that nature. You know, there's no reason for me for why Bitcoin will continue to have a monopoly over time over cryptocurrencies. You know, I mean, there's no government entity forcing us to use Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And so if for whatever reason Bitcoin becomes stagnant or doesn't evolve as quickly as other cryptocurrencies, I don't see why Bitcoin would maintain that advantage.
Okay. Okay. Hey, speaking of economics, you know, what is your academic background before you got into cryptocurrencies?
I do have a bachelor's in science from Florida State University, as well as a bachelor's in political science. And political science really is a lot of studies borrowed from economics, but you know, it's another one to hang my hat on. So I mention it also. And you know, economics and politics, you know, prediction markets was a nice first step for me to make, you know, a little profit trading. And it's nice that there is one currently legal in the U.S. called Predict It, but for anyone that uses it, they take 10% of whatever you win. And you know, if they did that with every cryptocurrency trade that you were successful in, Ty, you know, 10% is a large chunk. You know, and that's why I don't trade on Predict It anymore. You know, because yeah, I mean, 10% could be all your profit. You know, because if you know, I mean, you're because they're taking 10% of every time you win, but they're not taking anything. You know, they're not helping you when you lose. You're gonna have your wins and your losses.
Yeah, that's
So, you know,
the
if
reason
take
why.
10% of every win, you know, forget it.
Yeah.
I'd rather do something else with my time.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why, just so that I know we have more people joining us just now, you know, but I just want to remind everyone the reason why we brought you onto our channel as one of the broadcasters on our channel is because one is because you're a trader and an investor in cryptocurrencies, so you're not afraid to take risk and do that, and you know, you have done it in the past, you've made money from it and you've lost money from it, so you have something to share with other people. And I know that when we first met online and we first spoke, you know, you had some really good insights into Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, and be able to other people to understand it. And that's why, you know, we reached out to you to have you on our channel to broadcast on our channel. So let's before we wrap things up, you know, because I just want to make this a quick short video so that everyone can get to know kind of like your background and what you've been doing in the, you know, have you worked on any other projects besides the I know that you're handling the communications role for the Ethereum Classic. Have you worked on any other projects besides Ethereum Classic?
For cryptocurrencies, no. You know, I've strictly been involved with and volunteering with Ethereum Classic. I do hold Bitcoin. I do hold Monero as well. But strictly those three: Bitcoin, Monero, and Ethereum Classic. And while I am biased towards Ethereum Classic, I have always kept up with Ethereum, kept up with the news for Ethereum. I think people will enjoy that. I'll tell it straight when it comes to the Ethereum ecosystem. You know, you know, there are some things that are good about Ethereum hard forked version, and there are some things that are not so good. And, and I'll try to I'll try to tell it to you straight, and always try to keep it. You know, in terms of investment advice, you know, I'm always going to try and keep the trader's safety, the trader's risk on my mind. You know, I'm not just going to tell you, hey, look, there's this new ICO on the horizon. Invest in them so you can make some money. And
so I'm going to take some questions from the audience here, and then we'll wrap up this introductory video for you, and then we can do separate videos for the for some of the stuff that you have prepared about Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Okay. So first question is from Guillaume Benayoun, and he says that the Honorable Grandmaster, world-renowned, legendary, and Oracle LeonFu.com will be there tonight. And he's not, guys. He's still in Germany. He'll be there for another like 5 days before he comes back to the U.S. Right? So I know everybody misses the Honorable Grandmaster, legendary, world-renowned, LeonFu.com, but right now he's still stuck in Germany.
I miss him also, man. You know, it's like I was like, okay, cool. Ty Zen's calling me. Where's Leon, man? Come on.
Yeah. Hey, man, what my chopped liver here? You know what's funny to me was that we had Heidi on in a previous video, and there was more people that were concerned that, you know, why isn't Leon there, you know, instead of Heidi, you know. So so that was interesting to hear. That's good to know that you guys, you know, really miss Leon. I passed it on to him, and, you know, it made him tear up, you know. So okay. Yeah. Oh, also, Guillaume also asked, when will the particle videos be released? That will be released here in probably tonight or tomorrow morning. It's out of my hands, guys. The film crew has to edit and render them. So last I spoke to them about an hour ago, and they said that it should be up tonight. So, all right. Let me see. So everyone wants to know Neeraj Kumar Narula. I'm not sure where he's from, but he said that everyone wants to know about the Silbert, Barry Silbert Trust. We'll talk about that in a separate video. Chuck G has some slides and some information that he has prepared about that. So we're going to have a separate video on when he starts making his videos. He'll update everyone about that. All right.
Yeah, and the ETC Trust Fund. Yes, of course. Everyone's real excited about that.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. So M. Luboder, he asked if you saw SuperNet Komodo platform in Munich. I'm not sure. I know Leon met those guys over there in Munich. I'm not sure. I don't think you went to Munich, right?
No, I've been strictly in Florida for the past couple months.
Okay. Let me see. Trey Ang IE, he said that Heidi is hotter than Leon, you know. And, you know, there's gonna be some people that's gonna be upset when you say that. You know, be careful. You know? Don't be talking about the honorable.
You know, don't tell my girlfriend, but I was upset. Ty, you said Heidi might come back for this episode as well. You know, and then, you know, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay, so Neeraj says he's from South Carolina. I gave you the typhoon name. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. So I do want to say thanks to Neeraj Kumar Narula for suggesting the Taifu, right? So we've been using the name Taifu, you know, Ty from Tizen and Leon Fu from leonfu.com, you know. So we've been trying to figure out how, because we're actually working on building an index, a cryptocurrency index, you know, similar to like the NASDAQ 100 or the S&P 500.
Okay.
And so we were trying to figure out like, the Tizen leonfu.com index, it's just too long. So Niraj suggested in one of the tweets that he had that we should call them Taifu for something. And so we're going to use that. So I will give him credit for that. Okay.
Okay,
so,
cool. I like the sound of that. The Taifu index. That's not bad.
Yeah. And so now T1CO02 asks, why people should invest into Ether Classic, how does it separate itself from Ethereum hard fork? And I don't know, you want to answer that just real quickly, or?
Sure, yeah. I mean, first of all, immutability. Okay. Second of all, decentralization. With Ethereum, you have the Ethereum Foundation, and it being kind of led by Vitalik Buterin, and it's very centralized. And whereas Ethereum Classic is very decentralized, there's no one really in charge. It's kind of harder to get things done, but at the same time, it's more open. Then you also have, in terms of ethics, we're not going to be changing the ledger for any moralistic reasons, whether they be good or bad. I think I think a lot of people, even in the Ethereum Classic community, recognize that what the hacker did was a theft, was kind of stealing, and some people didn't feel that way. Some people felt, hey, listen, the code is law. That's what was there. He played by the rules that everyone else played by, and he was the most successful at it. I think a lot of people don't see it that way, but if you change the ledger via a hard fork, then you're kind of undoing the whole principle behind cryptocurrencies and blockchains.
Okay.
And so that's one reason to go into Ethereum Classic as opposed to Ethereum, I feel.
Okay. And then this is not really a question about whatchamacallit, about Ethereum, but I have a question here from Noor Ayad, and he said, what happened to the Matchpool ICO? As far as I know, Noor, the Matchpool ICO, apparently one of the co-founders, Yonatan Shimon, the Israeli guy, we've been playing phone tag to schedule the video interview so that he can update everyone on it. So we've been back and forth. He's on the other side of the world. I'm on this side of the world. So that's why the timing has been very difficult. Okay. So it's not like Chuck and I here are in the same time zone. We're only about 3 or 4 hours apart. I mean, wait, about 5 hours apart from Tampa to to Atlanta.
I think it would probably be
6.
It'd probably be 6, but probably around about there, 5 to 6 hours driving.
Yeah, at least we're in the same time zone. So as soon as we find out something about Matchpool, I'll broadcast and let you guys know. Okay. Fake James Bond asked if you're the new driver, and the answer is no. No. Okay. Let me see here. Fake James Bond asked, why not change the name of Ethereum Classic? Right. Let's do this. Go ahead and answer that last one. Why don't they change the name of it? And then we'll wrap up this video. And then
sure.
I just wanted this to be like an introductory video so that people know who you are and get a feel for you. And then we'll have some other videos uploaded to where they can hear you talk about Ethereum Classic and Ethereum hard fork separately. Okay.
Sure.
So
why not change the name of Ethereum Classic? There's a lot of there has been discussion within the community about changing the name. The main reason it hasn't been changed is because no one can agree whether or not we should change it. The reasons being is there are people that believe because we never forked, because we didn't change the ledger, because we followed the principles that Ethereum said they would keep following, that we don't have to change the name. It's not on us to change it. It's on Ethereum hard fork to change their name, you know. And I know some people will think that's unreasonable, and that's their opinion, but we feel by using Ethereum Classic that, you know, that's our right to do that. Another reason is, one, name brand. Ethereum does have a name brand recognition already. And, you know, all we're doing is continuing the same blockchain that existed under that brand name. And we didn't hard fork like Ethereum did. So I don't feel why we should have to change it. And the main reason is because Ethereum Classic is a decentralized community, and because this community hasn't gone together on a new name, hasn't had consensus on changing it to a new name, the name has stuck. And I don't think it's a bad name. I think it works for us. I kind of like the ticker symbol ETC, you know, because it sounds like BTC. And I think it works for us. And there has been talk about changing it. And you know, I think, you know, changing it to just Classic might be an option in the future. I personally thought about calling it Phoenix. You know, I thought if we called it Phoenix, that might be a cool name.
I personally think it should,
you know.
I personally think they should just keep it as Ethereum. I mean, it's the original Ethereum blockchain, so why should they change it?
I kind of agree with that the most, and I think if we change it now again, we're gonna lose a lot of users. We're gonna lose a lot of our community, and it's just too much of a hassle, to be honest.
Yeah, and Trey Angle IE said that you know the new coin should have a new name. And in my opinion, you know, it's not a new chain. It's the same blockchain that goes all the way back to the original Ethereum Genesis block.
Exactly.
So,
you know, we didn't become a new coin. We were the same coin. You know, the DAO hack happened on our blockchain. You know, the DAO you know, the Ethereum chain now, they technically erased that from their history, and they became a new coin. Just everyone agreed to call that Ethereum.
Yeah. Okay, so that will conclude this video, guys. I just wanted to make this short video to introduce everyone to Carlos, to Chuck G right here from broadcasting from Tampa, Florida. And we'll be coming out, Chuck will be coming out with some more videos about Ethereum hard fork and Ethereum Classic for y'all's viewing pleasure. Okay, so any last words before we conclude this video, Chuck?
I just want to say I want to thank Ty for giving me the opportunity to make these videos on his channel. I look forward to make these videos for the audience in the future, and, you know, helping investors and traders and users further understand Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. You know, I think there's a future of chains. I mean, I'll be on.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened to.
Oh, I got a phone call. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So.
Well, I just want to.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
I just want to make it clear that even though I'm biased towards one chain over the other, you know, I'm going to try and give the straight, honest truth on both of them. And
okay.
And I'll let you know where I stand on an ICO or an investment, you know, whether I'm in it personally or not. But I'll try to give you the straight dope on whether it's good or not, and whether it's good risk management to be in it.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys want to haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe to it to get more future videos coming from Chuck G. And make sure that you also subscribe to our cryptocurrency market newsletter. And then we'll be sending out newsletters with Chuck's updated videos as well. You can subscribe to our channel at www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter. And you can follow Chuck at his Twitter at ETH_classic. And you can follow my Twitter at Hey Taizen. And I'll be there. And so if you have any friends or family or coworkers or colleagues that want to learn more about cryptocurrency investing, make sure you have them subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you guys don't like the video, give us a thumbs down, and we'll acknowledge it and move on. Okay, all right. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you guys in a future video. Thank you.